You've lived, you've learned, and you've survived heartbreak, maybe even divorce. You're no longer chasing butterflies. You're looking for peace. But let's be honest, dating in your 40s can feel like landing on another planet. There's excitement, yes, but also hesitation, vulnerability, and that tiny voice in your head that whispers, "What if I get hurt again?" The truth is, you can find love again. But this time, you're wiser. You're not looking for someone to complete you. You're looking for someone who can meet you. So in this video, let's break down the 5 red flags that signal emotional trouble ahead, and the 5 green flags that show you found something worth keeping. Because dating after 40 isn't about playing games. It's about recognizing patterns and finally choosing peace over pain. The mindset shift. Love after experience. Before we talk about flags, let's talk about mindset. In your 20s, dating was about excitement. In your 30s, it was about timing. But after 40, it's about alignment. You're not here to fix someone. You're here to find someone who's already doing the work on themselves. Someone emotionally grown, not emotionally draining. And that starts with you. Because your energy attracts what you allow. So before you swipe right, take a moment to ask yourself, am I dating because I'm healed or because I'm lonely? When you date from wholeness, you attract wholeness. When you date from emptiness, you attract chaos. Now let's get real. Here are the 5 red flags that every person over 40 should recognize immediately. The 5 red flags. Emotional unavailability. They say all the right things, but something's missing. They avoid deep conversations. They disappear when things start feeling real. They talk about their ex a little too much. Emotional unavailability is not mysterious. It's a warning sign. If you're always the one reaching out, fixing, or trying to keep things afloat, that's not connection, that's exhaustion. And you deserve better than that. Inconsistent communication. A healthy partner doesn't text you one day like a soulmate and ghost you the next like a stranger. Consistency isn't boring, it's clarity. When someone's communication feels like a roller coaster, believe it for what it is: emotional instability. You're not asking for constant attention, you're asking for emotional maturity, and that's non-negotiable. Still stuck in the past. If their conversations always circle back to their ex, their pain, or how they were wronged, that's not healing, that's emotional recycling. You can empathize, sure, but you can't be someone's therapist and their partner. You're building a new story, not starring in their old one. So if they're still living in the past, it means the present isn't ready for you yet. Disrespecting boundaries. If you've clearly expressed what makes you uncomfortable and they still cross that line, that's not miscommunication, that's disrespect. Maybe it's pushing for intimacy before you're ready. Maybe it's showing up unannounced or trying to control who you talk to. In your 40s, boundaries are sacred because you've learned how painful it is when they're ignored. The right person won't make you question your comfort zone. They'll honor it. They rush the relationship. Listen carefully. Rushing intimacy is not the same as building connection. If someone says, "I love you" after 2 weeks, or starts planning your future after 1 date, pause. That's not romance, that's fantasy. Healthy love builds slowly, brick by brick, with trust and time. You've already lived through the whirlwind once. You don't need intensity, you need stability. The 5 green flags. What healthy love looks like. Now, let's talk about the good stuff. Because yes, healthy, mature, soul-level connection does exist after 40. You just have to know what it looks like. Emotional maturity. They take responsibility for their actions. They apologize without excuses. They can disagree without disrespect. Emotional maturity is the quiet confidence of someone who's done their healing. They don't play games. They show up. And when conflict happens, because it will, they handle it with grace, not ego. Consistency. They do what they say they'll do. Their words match their actions. They don't need to keep you guessing to stay interesting. They make you feel safe, not anxious. And that's the kind of peace you protect. Respect for independence. Healthy love celebrates your individuality. They don't see your independence as a threat. They see it as strength. They encourage your goals, your friendships, your space. Because real love doesn't shrink you, it expands you. If someone makes you feel like you have to dim your light to keep them comfortable, that's not love. That's control, dressed as care. Emotional availability. They talk about their feelings, openly, honestly, without shame. They listen with empathy instead of defensiveness. They can hold space for your emotions without trying to fix or dismiss them. After 40, emotional availability is the sexiest thing there is, because it's not about how they look, it's about how they make you feel. Shared values and vision. At this stage of life, chemistry isn't enough. You need compatibility. Someone who shares your sense of purpose, your goals, your rhythm. It's not about liking the same movies, it's about building the same kind of peace. A relationship that feels like home, not like hard work. Healing patterns and choosing differently. Let's be honest, we all have patterns. If you've gone through a painful divorce or toxic relationship, it's easy to repeat the familiar, even when it hurts. That's why awareness is everything. Healing means noticing the moment your instincts whisper, "I've seen this before," and this time, choosing differently. You're not the same person you were in your 20s. You're wiser now, softer but stronger. You've learned that red flags don't turn green just because you love harder, and that peace is more attractive than drama ever was. The new kind of love. When you date after 40, you're not looking for fireworks. You're looking for warmth. You're looking for someone whose presence feels like exhale, not adrenaline. You've learned that real love doesn't confuse you. It doesn't drain you. It doesn't make you question your worth. It feels steady. It feels kind. It feels like home. So stop calling consistency boring. Stop mistaking peace for lack of passion. Because maybe, this time, peace is the passion. Closing message. If you're dating after 40, take your time. Trust your gut. Pay attention to the patterns, not the promises. You've already been through enough heartbreak to know that love isn't supposed to hurt. It's supposed to help you grow. And when it's real, it won't feel like a chase. It'll feel like a choice. So here's your reminder. You are not too old. You are not too late. And you are absolutely still worthy of a love that feels like peace. Now, tell me in the comments, what's the best or worst date you've been on since your divorce? Let's share, laugh, learn, and keep each other reminded that love after 40 is not just possible, it's powerful.